Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of Brooklyn. Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store. Between the Carolina Panthers
Christian McCaffrey, man, I thought I had the game. Shit. Now I got to play this man all over again.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
All right.
That's it. That's it, number 53. 20.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina.
Good play.
Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
What is that?
What is that?
The cartoon goes at the bottom.
Oh shit. I was like, what is she showing? I was so
First carry down for Jordan Howard. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now McCown. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Check. Watch 54. Let's pick it up.
Throwing his McCown on third down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And the throw there gonna be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right into the game.
My God.
At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up,
that hurts.
have them back on their heels.
And he gets this away. And look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. Really a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not
so
only
we can't touch this man?
I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and
run through Fletcher Cox over here bumping off tackles.
Just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And some room to run now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 31-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And an alley to run. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And an alley to run. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And hopefully the next quiz, or next test, I can do better, but for what I need, it'll at least let me get a B. Hopefully I can bring it back up to an A. It was pretty insane.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. McCown incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's McCown to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for the horn. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Brandon Graham. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 64 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Because Travis Frederick is a Cowboy. That's why, CJ.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get it, push it, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 29, Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 23 yards on the play. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Come on.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Really? I can't get
That's
anybody.
tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, box drop. Blue draw, Porker. Check. Brando.
McCown looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check 24, check 24. Okay, lock it.
They run with Howard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Here we go.
After the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's get it.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th with McCown. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the
be
first
win,
half
CJ.
of that lead is
You
swung
ain't gotta
to the
worry
point
about
where
it.
you're wondering if it is over already. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Defense.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
That play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
No.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
The count now on first down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On play action, it's McCown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Nick Perry with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Throwing on second down. Newton Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. Here we go with McCaffrey. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch out.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. McCown throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. On a man down, and it's Sanders. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go.
Hey, Alpha.
54. Mike, 54.
Here we go.
Right there.
You're out.
Yeah, right there. 54, Mike.
Let's make these babies go.
Shotgun here for McCown. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The quick slant caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 8 yards out, and the Eagles get a score closer. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Tackle.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. To throw is Newton. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, out.
I
didn't change him.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Now McCown. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Jackson to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on first is McCown. Flush to his right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern.
And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It give it and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 33 yards that time. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton keeping it himself from a yard out. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. McCown incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Switch.
Secret.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. McCown now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on 2nd and long. McCallum. And he's going to go down again. Brian Burns in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's McCown. And Jeffrey's got it. The 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 49 yards. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. McCown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be... They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The former Gamecock here, this is Mike Davis. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. That good for 22 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing it.
Oh, Davis lost it. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
After the fumble recovery, here's McCown. And now here is another interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
Good game,
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton, that's going to be caught by Samuel. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Looking to throw again on second down. McCown. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Kessler to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And they will take a knee here.
Ready?